And we are live. Good morning, everybody. Hope everyone's doing great today. Check that we're on here. Looks okay. We're all right. All right, guys. So welcome to another Friday live stream. Hope some of you can make it out. If not, hope you catch it on the replay. Thought today I would talk a lot about channels that just won't grow. No matter how many changes you make and things you do, you just don't seem to be growing. And it happens more often than you realize. What's going on? I seem to have a bad internet connection here for some reason. See if I can close some programs here to fix that. Help a little bit. All right, hopefully that helps. Let me know, guys, if the internet connection is bad. I'm trying to fix it on the fly here. So I was going to kind of put together a bit of a program for today's thing, but then I decided I'm going to wing it. I'm just going to discuss it very openly and very frankly, and you guys can ask questions at any time if you want. But I mean, the whole premise of this channel, if you're watching this, you probably are having some struggles growing your YouTube channel. And I'm assuming it's probably a fitness or workout YouTube channel. You're not alone. A lot of people deal with it. A lot of people, they're constantly trying to make changes. They're trying to emulate things they're seeing that are working for other people. And they just keep running into the roadblocks. And it's very frustrating. And it's a pretty big reason why a lot of people quit. So we're going to discuss some of that today, discuss some of the problems you guys might be having, and see if we can do some things to kind of fix that up a little bit. Why am I having such like a bad YouTube connection today? Or, yeah, like the internet connection. Sure, what's going on? But anyway, so who's with me today? I see 5 people. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Case Pilates. I didn't miss you this week. Am I freezing up, guys? Because I am on my end. No. Why, for some reason today, I'm having bad luck with. Good morning, Annalene. How's your channel growth, Kristen, Annalene? I haven't talked to either one of you a whole lot yet this year, so are things growing okay? Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while, Annalene. I'm glad you were able to make it. I know you usually check in when you can. Glad you had the time today. Case Pilates, everything is fine. That's perfect. Yeah, your channel's up over 4,000 now. That's awesome. It's grown a lot. All right, guys. So we'll get right into it. I'm going to preface this with something first, though, because something came to my, I don't want to say came to my attention today, but something kind of annoyed me today. And I'm going to talk about it. Any information I give on here, guys, it's based on my opinion from my experiences. These are my experiences as a fitness YouTuber who's had a little bit of success and found some things that work. As a marketing executive for a fairly large supplement company, and as a video producer and a person who's worked in film and done a lot of marketing in that sense. If you don't like the advice I give, don't listen to it. I can't believe I have to say that, but I'm going to say that anyway, because it's my opinion based on, and there are other people that will say, I mean, like, as an example, I do a lot of talking about not marketing cross platforms to Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that. There are people who will say the absolute opposite of that to you. So that's fine. And that's their prerogative. And I'm sure they have some good points for the other side of things as well. But my main point is that if you're coming here to be told how great you are and how good you're doing in that, don't come here, because that's not what I do. My whole premise for this channel is to look at problems that personal trainers have on YouTube, expose those problems with potential solutions that might work. And they may not work for everybody. But the fact of the matter is, we work in a genre that's very sensitive. And again, if you don't like the advice that I give, don't watch the channel, because I'm not going to change. I'm going to keep giving the advice I give, and it is what it is. So, I'm trying to help people as I can, but you can't help everybody. Some people like the advice I give, some people don't. But that's the thing is, and this is, it kind of relates to today, because one of the big problems that happens with people on YouTube is they work inside this bubble where I have people that will come to me and they'll say, I've done everything I'm supposed to do, and my channel still won't grow. And everybody says my channel's great. The problem is that if everybody who's actually watching your channel is friends and family, of course they're going to say it's great. And these are not people that are necessarily doing the workouts. They're supporting you on a personal level, and they're going to tell you you're doing a wonderful job, because that's what friends and family are supposed to do. And that's one of the reasons why I created the Facebook group, which is Fitness Marketing Hub over on Facebook, because people can post videos and they can get friendly, constructive criticisms as well as compliments on things they're doing right and wrong, advice and stuff like that from people who have no connection to you. But that's the thing. If you live and work in a bubble where everybody says everything you do is great, you're never going to grow, because you don't know what you're doing wrong. And it's the same thing when you get into these third party like for like things and stuff like that. You're not going to grow, because you can't read your analytics any longer when you've got a video with 100 views and 120 comments. There's a problem there. And so anyway, so we're gonna backtrack and go forward here, but growing is good, could be better always. Yeah, of course. And that's the same for all of us. But again, by my metrics, I think you're doing a great job. You're consistent with your posts, Krista. I remember this time a year ago, I think you just turned over 1,000, and now you're over 4,000. So that's pretty darn good. In lean, 1K subs, missing watch hours to hit monetization. I also haven't been able to upload new content lately. Annaline, do you have people from who maybe are local from that do classes and stuff with you? Because if that's the case, consider maybe doing a weekly live stream. If you have even 5 or 6 people that would jump into a live stream workout with you, even if after the live stream you decided to unlist that video, like if you felt the production quality wasn't high enough to be with your other videos, doing those live streams is what got this channel monetized quickly. Because for example, last week's live stream, and this is the first live stream I did in quite some time, 40 hours of watch time in one video. And typically what happens is you get that big boom during the live stream. It'll go down over the next couple of days after that, and then it usually just bottoms out after that. But definitely it's a way to fast track it a little bit. If you think you've got some people that would consistently show up every week and watch that, it'll give you a big boost fairly quickly. Just an idea. So basically, guys, we'll start from the beginning here. And when it comes down to your channel's not growing, it typically comes down to about 3 things. And it's having an unattractive channel, having the wrong targeted audience, and having a lack of identity on your channel. And what I mean by that, the unattractive channel thing, we all know. You can look at what's out there as far as competition goes. Good morning, Kim. Yeah, you can look at what your competition is out there. You have to basically take off the beer goggles and look at your channel. This is the first thing I always tell people to do. If your channel's not growing, take an unbiased look at your channel. There's a pathway of people that go to your channel. So it starts out with getting discovered from your videos. are the workouts you're creating discovery content, or is it community content? If you have minimal subscribers, but you're doing a lot of challenges and things like that, that's very much community content. That may not surface as much on YouTube as a 6-pack abs video might. I'm just throwing stuff out there. So it comes down to creating content that's discovery content. This is first thing you got to be doing. And discovery content is what's going to feed traffic to your channel. Now, the next thing is, okay, they come across this video in their search results, because this is what you're trying to do. You're trying to get your videos into those search results. If your video shows up in search results, step 2 is you want them to click on it instead of clicking on the videos above it and below it. So now it comes down to title and thumbnail. Is your thumbnail attractive? Is your thumbnail high resolution? Are you making eye contact with the camera? Like all these little things. When you use a screenshot as your thumbnail, it comes across very dark, very flat, and it doesn't show up when you see what's around it. Like, search your own workouts on YouTube and look what's around it for thumbnails. A big reason why I'm kind of anti-Canva is not because Canva is not a great tool for people who aren't graphic artists. People who use Canva, a lot of the thumbnails look the same, so you kind of get lost. So that's why I'm always big on try and come up with a master template that helps you stand out a little bit. So it comes down to that. So the videos on the timeline, they're going to click on your video. They're watching the workout. Now it comes down to the production quality in your workout. Is it good? This is not, if you're looking at this from a business perspective, you do have to look at your production quality. I mean, I know there's some people that say they're just doing it for fun, and that's awesome. We always come from the perspective of business from this side of it. That's kind of what I'm trying to do here. So if I lost my train of thought. This is what happens when I have 2 screens on each side. What did I say? If you're coming at it from a business perspective, and you may have to at some point invest a little bit of money, and that it's everything I do on this channel is always try and keep it at a more cost effective thing. Drink some. I'm trying, Kim. It's like full. I haven't had any yet today. Can you guys hear me okay? Having technical difficulties this morning. Just let me know, somebody in the comments. I want to make sure you're hearing me all right. So they find your video on the timeline. They choose your video over the ones above and below. Okay, awesome. Thanks, Annalene. And they click through. Now it comes down to production quality, and it really can just be a smartphone workout. And some of you guys are using smartphones doing a tremendous job, but it really does have to be high resolution. Your aspect ratio has to be good. Your color has to be good. The room you're shooting in should be fairly clean. It doesn't have to be a big room. It can be a living room in your house, things like that. Some of you guys are doing amazing work with very small spaces. But at some point, like if you're looking at it from a business perspective, from the point of sponsorships, from subscribers, views, like you really have to pay attention to all that little stuff. It's not just as easy as just parking yourself in a room that there was a party in last night and doing a workout and then hoping for the best. And a lot of the stuff I'm going over first is stuff that you already know. We've talked about it ad nauseum. We're going to get into some other stuff here in a bit. Thanks, Krista. Thanks, Kim. Hopefully it doesn't go off again. So this is all the basic stuff. And it's just amazing sometimes how this stuff gets overlooked. So, but beyond that, we're kind of done with that. one of the biggest things that I noticed that a lot of people like with YouTube guys with YouTube Studio, all the data is there. It's telling you exactly who's going into your channel. I did a channel audit just recently, and this person does a lot of you do a lot of like what do you call it? Like a lot of weight loss challenges for post baby, and weight loss challenges for like people getting married and stuff like that. So a lot of weight loss stuff. And then I look at their analytics, and their key demo in terms of the most people watching were males over the age of 65. And they were watching this person's dumbbell videos. So something like that is very like the best workout that you do is not the workout that you like the best or the workout that you think is the hardest. It is the workout that the most people are watching. So if your channel is telling you that your dumbbell workouts are really popular with men over 65, do dumbbell workouts for men over 65. Don't be doing weight loss challenges for women in their 20s. And these things aren't always cut and dry, but what they are is it's giving you something to work with, to try it. It's like you look at that, you see that, it's like, okay, maybe I have to explore this a bit and find out what works. And it goes, I go through this with my channel as well. One of the biggest things that I'm going through right now is trying to figure out what workouts are better, kettlebell or sandbag. Kettlebell workouts get more views. Sandbag workouts get more watch time. Sandbag workouts make more money. Kettlebell workouts get me more subscribers. Which is the better of the two? I don't know. And I'm trying to figure out which direction to go in. It's like, it seems like if I go and do more sandbag workouts, I'm going to grow slowly. Like as far as subscribers go, I'm not going to grow as fast, but I'm going to make more money. And I'm going to have more engagement, which should increase my impressions, which hopefully would catch me up in terms of subscribers and views. But these are the experiments that you have to do. And this is basically my analytics told me this. And it was really confusing because I always thought that kettlebell was way, way higher up in the popularity chain than sandbag videos. But it may not be. So again, it really comes down to trying to figure out what's working and what's not, because you can't be the channel for everybody. You can't go out there and say this workout is awesome if you're just starting out. What is going on? Am I freezing up, guys? Because I'm freezing up on my end. Guys, just let me know if I'm freezing up. I keep looking over and it looks like I'm freezing. I am freezing up. Okay. I have no idea why. Just keep me in the loop, guys. I'm trying to watch it. I've got my YouTube Studio open on this side, and I've got my StreamYard on this side. StreamYard's perfect as always. YouTube, I'm not really looking at that much. So hopefully we're okay now. Just glitchy. Not in your end, Laura. Awesome. Good morning, Laura. Oh, I'm going to sidebar into a question here, guys. Can you give me advice? I'm a personal trainer. I plan to open a YouTube channel. I have 2 ideas, 30 challenges related on calisthenics or fitness tips and advices. Where can I grow faster? I like the calisthenics genre myself. But again, this is personal opinion. I think you could do a combination of calisthenics workouts and then calisthenics tips and tutorials and advice as well. The important thing is to not go too broad with things. And it kind of relates to what I was just saying. Like it makes sense to us. Like people that jump on YouTube, trainers, they always have the mindset of let's cast the biggest net possible to pull in the most people possible. And you have to think of it differently. It just does not work that way, guys. And I know that so many of us we can't resist doing that. You can't be for beginners, for intermediate, for advanced. You can't be jumping genres. Like it just, you're not hee-haw. You're not a variety show. You need to, if there's 2 billion active users on YouTube, find 100,000 people that like 15-minute calisthenics workouts. You know what I mean? Because there's definitely 100,000, if not more. And that to me is the thing that keeps people subscribed. I really think that if I jumped on my channel and 1 week was a video on how to improve your gaming channel, and the next week I did a video on how to improve your cooking channel, and the next week I did a video on, how to, I don't know, take a stronger slap shot. And like, I don't know if any of you guys would be subscribed to my channel, but at least you guys may not like all the videos I do in this channel, but you know that every once in a while, maybe a gem comes along that you like, or that applies to you. So you stick around. And that's what I want. I want you to stick around, watch the videos that work for you and that apply to you. Don't watch the videos that don't. I truly feel you'll grow faster if you really, really, really tighten down on that niche and go from there. You can hear okay. Okay, good. Yeah, it looks like there's a bit of a drag on this. I'm looking back and forth, and that's too bad. Anyway, so yeah, that would be my advice. No problem. And if any of you guys have questions about that stuff, fire them away, guys. But yeah, I really think the calisthenics is great simply because it's body weight. There's no equipment required. I don't know where things are now, but for the longest time during COVID, there was a lot of equipment shortages. And then that, along with lockdowns and stuff, people were at home, they were looking to exercise, they didn't have anything to use. So creating a channel where there's no equipment needed is pretty huge. And again, it's stuff, those kind of workouts people can take anywhere. If they're traveling for work, they're in a hotel room, they apply in a lot of places. It's also a very big search term, bodyweight workouts on YouTube. So, I mean, there is an audience for it. So something like that, I think, would be a great thing to niche down on. And then any other tips you do, like if you're thinking little short videos, 2-minute, 3-minute videos and that, do little tutorials on particular exercises. Is a great way to do that. And then everything kind of revolves around the same thing. And we've said before, guys, like one of the biggest searches in every category is people searching for certain genres of training by time. 20-minute blah, blah, blah workout, 25-minute blah, 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 10-minute ab workout. They're always searching by time. So even I've said a lot of this over the last 6 months, starting to kind of build a channel that is very consistent with everything, with the genre you're working out in, with the length of time of each workout, with the days that you post, with how many posts a week. The more consistent you get, people will stick with you. Like quite honestly, for the last, whatever it was, 2 months that I wasn't doing a lot on this channel, I'm lucky that the channels didn't really fall apart. Watch time and things went down, but the business was still very strong because I was living off of the past videos that were still doing well, which is great. Once you get that momentum, you can take little breaks. I don't recommend it if you can help it, but you can do that. But so that's basically one of the big things is really niching down. Like if you're not growing, as I said, first and foremost, the easiest thing to look at is the aesthetics of your channel. Do you need to kind of upgrade the aesthetics? Do you look like a brand? You're not going to make your fortune, and you're not going to develop a business off Google AdSense. You're going to develop a business off of, if you're a trainer, it's going to be members communities, one-on-one online training, sponsorships. Like those are going to be the big things. And sponsorships in particular are going to come down to your channel aesthetic. And I think one-on-one training and members content is going to come down to the aesthetic of your channel as well, because people are not going to pay money if it doesn't look like you're putting any money into your business, because it is a business. This to me is no different than you opening a gym in your hometown. It's your online space, and you can do. I do launch packages for people that are in this channel. I've done them for, where we basically just do a bit of an upgrade to give them more of a branded look. The reason being is that I've been on the other side of the table, when channels are getting sponsored, and I know what some of these companies look for, and they will judge you on the aesthetic of your channel. It just is what it is. Ultimately they're looking for your following, they're looking for the amount of views you get, the engagement you get, stuff like that. But they want to be involved with channels that look like professional brands, and that's a very easy fix. And if you're not doing it, like I said, there's places you can get it done. There are places like Fiverr. I offer channel overhauls. There's lots you can do. So, hey KJ, a bit late. Thought it was going to start. You threw me off because it's like morning here. Glad you're able to jump in. So aesthetics the first thing. The second thing is actually figuring out who your customer avatar is. Think about the content that you're posting, and then go into your analytics, go into geographical area, go into looking at this. Are you getting more females than males? Are you getting people over 65 or under 24? Like, find out who that is, find out what videos those people are watching, and then do more of that. Regardless of what you want to do, give the people, there just could be some magical thing where your dumbbell workouts, the combination of the workout and you, resonates with people, and people are subscribing to those. Maybe people don't believe you when you're doing a yoga workout because it looks like you don't know how to do yoga or kettlebell or insert workout here. If there's something that you're particularly good at and people are responding to it, you need to listen to that, regardless of what you feel like doing. If it's a business that you're looking to grow. As I said, this channel was not meant to be a fitness marketing channel. It was meant to be behind the scenes as a producer and different shoots I do and stuff. And it started off that way. You can scroll down the videos and you'll see that. But when I started doing one or two of these videos, these are the ones that got the response. So I basically zoned in on that, even though it's not actually what I really wanted to do. And it's turned into a very successful business. And if you don't believe me, check out yesterday's video on what I made last month off this channel. So that's what that's going to come down to. I do think that some of us, we kind of panic when it's not growing. So we switch genres. Every 3 months we reboot with something new. We're trying to come up with these, challenges and things to get people's attention when, when you're not growing, it tends to not be an individual workout's fault. It tends to be the channel's fault. So changing your workout styles and it doesn't really apply as much as changing the presentation of the channel. Check my chicken scratch notes. But yeah, when it comes down to the avatar, figure out who it is. To me, I always say pick your top two. Like, look at the top in terms of people watching your channel. Your number one avatar could be women who are aged, 34 to 45, and they're in the US and they watch a lot of your dumbbell videos. Your second avatar could be women 24 to 35 who are also in the US who like to watch your dumbbell video. But you find out, and then once you've got that, you can figure, okay, what are these average women at that age doing? Probably at the height of their career or working on building a career. So you can start in your head to kind of think of, what might their incomes be? What might they be doing in terms of time? When should I be putting out the workouts and things like that? And don't forget, guys, that if you're over 500 subscribers, you've got the community tab. You can ask your audience this. You can ask them what they want. You can ask them, do some polls and stuff and find out what time of day they like things to be posted and stuff. So there's a lot of little things like that that will help spearhead some growth. All right. Try closing this to see if it helps. But but finding that genre to work out of. I mean, I can pick people out of this. With some of you that I've worked with a lot, and there's a good handful of you on here. Out of all of you, and you guys all have really good channels, the person who is the most niche down would be Kay's Pilates, because it's basically just Pilates inspired stuff. And if you look at her growth, this is somebody who was under 1,000 subscribers this time a year ago, and she's now over 4,000. And I know with the rest of you whereabouts you're at, and you guys all are just as good at presenting. You're all just as good trainers, but I can say, like, if somebody asks me what her channel is, I can say it's a Pilates channel. And then the person I say that to, they're either going to like, oh, I love Pilates, and go there, or they're going to say, I hate Pilates, and they're not going to ever check it out. With some of the other channels, with some of you, it doesn't have that defined niche. So it's like, it's a workout channel. They do different kinds of workouts and stuff. So you see how much more open-ended that is, and it doesn't really entice somebody to either say yes or no to it. They're kind of like, oh, okay. They might look at it later. They might not. They might look at it and love it. They might not look at it. So it lacks that identity that makes people make a decision to either pursue it or not pursue it. And I mean, I think that is a good example. This channel as well. This channel was, I'd say, about 150 subscribers this time a year ago, and now I'm close to 2,000. This channel is marketing videos for trainers who are trying to grow fitness channels on YouTube. You're either going to be fairly interested in that, or it's like, whatever, I don't care. And I'm good with that. My fitness channel, same thing. Now I bounce around a bit more with genres and trainers on my channel, but my channel is no music, no talking. And I think that is the biggest thing, where it's either people, they're drawn to that and they like the various workouts, but I think a biggest drawing card is no music, no talking. And I think one of the biggest turnoffs of my channel is no music, no talking. But again, it's that channel is now 23,000 people or something, and growing and profiting. So that kind of shows the difference. And when, like, and I hope you guys don't mind me saying that, but, I'm just looking in the comments here, KJ, Laura, Kim, Annaline, like, when you guys think about that, is there one drawing card, like one particular thing that I can say to somebody to check out your channel other than you're really good at it? Because you guys are all really good at what you do. But what do you do? This, and this. And that's what I mean. It's not as easy. It's like that elevator pitch thing. It's not as easy to pitch. Like, and as I said, all of you guys are extremely talented. You're all attractive women. You all have every skill set. Your camera work is good. Your videos are good. But one of you has over 4,000 subscribers, and the rest of you are 1,000 or under 1,000 in most cases. So just something to think about in terms of, because I think that's a great way to put it. Hopefully I didn't offend anybody there, because as I said, you guys are all good at what you do. It blows me away when I go to when I haven't done it in a long time, but when I'll do those searches, it's like, I want to see what yoga videos were posted in the last hour. So I'll do that search, and I'll say what's been posted in the last hour, and I'll see these really good yoga instructors with like 7 views, and just not a lot of growth and stuff. And it's just there's so much strong talent out there, but it's all those little variables that basically keep you from growing. And again, when some of us stop growing, we panic and we look for anything to spearhead some growth. And that's when we get involved in, it's like, posting over on Instagram, which again, I anytime I've ever tested this, I always find that watch time goes down. Watch time goes down, impressions go down. Impressions go down, discovery goes down. Discovery goes down, less new people. And that's when you see your YouTube search is down at, 6, 7, 8% instead of being the number one thing. You want YouTube search to be the number one driving force of traffic to your channel. On my channel, it is, I believe, 58% of my traffic comes through YouTube search on both of my channels. So if you look at that metric on your YouTube studio, if you're down in that area of, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12%, that's not good. That means that you've got a dedicated community who's looking at your videos, but you're not growing. You want that constant feeding of new faces and new people. And without that, you don't grow. End of story. It just doesn't happen. So think about that. Think about the niching down. It will help you. And again, it may mean not doing any more workouts that you enjoy. It may mean, okay, I'm going to focus on this because these are the workouts that seem to be attracting people. So I'm going to do those and I'm going to try and build it up. And again, there's no guarantee that's going to work either, but it's your best shot. And then you can slowly, more for, but these, if you're under 1,000 subscribers, you can test the waters. You can't bounce around on a weekly basis or monthly basis, but you can try things for a while, see how it works. One of my members, who I deal with right now, she works so hard on her channel and it is zero growth. And what we've done is we've niched down to doing step aerobics, because it's one of the things that she does. And it's like, even if you incorporate dumbbells or bands or a kettlebell or anything into the workout, always have that step in there. And let's really focus for 4 or 5 months on step aerobics. That's going to be the driving force, and anything else you contribute into the video, like if you bring other genres, that's fine. But let's make step the star and see if we can find some of those old school step people that love doing step aerobics, because it's better than having no identity at all. Knee friendly and all standing workouts. And see, and that's what I mean, Kim, that's very, very niche. Now, again, it's a matter though, is there something there that you can zone in on and keep doing? Like, do you do all knee friendly workouts or joint friendly workouts? Or again, it's a good niche. It's a niche that may turn off certain members of your audience, but in turn, you create a whole new audience that comes in. I'm going through the same thing right now. I grow on Trainer Hub by probably 20 to 30 subscribers a day. I bet you I'm getting more than that. But what's happening is, because Jacqueline, who does a lot of workouts, and she's very popular on my channel as well, she hasn't been on since, I think the last workout was maybe November. So I'm probably losing a lot of people because she hasn't been around. She lives in the US now, so we get together when she comes to town, and we fire off a bunch of content, and then I'll roll it out. But that's the thing, is it's like I'm going to lose people. So now I have to, am I going to focus in more on sandbag? I've had some success with kettlebell videos, but I'm not a kettlebell instructor. So I'm not really cool doing that. I don't really feel comfortable doing it because I feel like at some point I'm going to get called out for it. But sandbag stuff I'm quite good at, in functional training. And I had a awesome idea given to me by one of my subscribers the other day, asking me if I would do a workout that's particular to first responders, which I thought that's a fantastic idea. And my next workout is going to be that, a sandbag workout for first responders, and people that are training for like police exams and stuff like that. So like, I'm playing around because my identity is slowly changing a little bit, due to the fact that I'm becoming, unfortunately, more of the center of attention on that channel, maybe than Jacqueline, because she's not here as much. And I'll still bring in different kettlebell people. I've got Tony, I've got Sylvia that are all really good as well. But, you got to roll with the punches. Yeah, I think, KJ, it's not any of your guys' fault, because I think, a personal trainer in general is a personal trainer. They teach fitness. Whereas in like Kay's Pilates sense, she's a Pilates instructor. She is like, it's kind of like being a general practitioner versus a heart surgeon. You know what I mean? Like both important roles, but when somebody is more niched in, like heart surgeons get paid more than general practitioners do. And it seems like a Pilates instructor makes more and gets more attention than a personal trainer who knows a broad spectrum of things to do. And that's the thing, is the amount of knowledge you guys have is almost to your own detriment on YouTube, because you're trying to harness all this knowledge and give it to people, but it just comes out as this widespread training with no real, because people aren't looking so much for personal training advice as they're looking for those very specific terms, like lose 10 pounds in 14 days and that kind of stuff. Like they're so particular with their searches. They're not searching for, you just don't see it, like channels that offer personal training advice. So like, no, they're looking for very, very particular stuff. So that in turn, you have to offer very, very particular stuff. Annalene, so what if my most popular video is a 5-minute warm-up? How to grow from there? I mean, that's warm-ups and cooldowns are a big, big search term. I've never thought about a channel that's all warm-ups and cooldowns. And I know you don't want to do that, Annalene, but it would probably work if you wanted to do a channel that was literally all warm-ups and cooldowns, because that's, again, it's like, it enables you to do a lot in the sense of, upper body dumbbell workout warm-up, upper body dumbbell workout cool down, kettlebell workout warm-up, kettlebell workout cool down. You can jump genres now because your niche is warm-ups and cool downs. You'd be surprised. It would probably work. I've never thought of it like that because that's very niche. But it's a huge search term. It's always comes up on the Google Trends reports. People are looking, because so many trainers, they're so quick. They want to show what they can do in terms of their programming and their workouts. They skip right over the warm-ups, which is an opportunity for people. And the nice thing about warm-ups and cool downs is they're easy to do, because they're like 5 minutes. They're quick. So I would do more of those for sure. I started doing them on my channel. They haven't had that kind of success where it's like a major thing, but it's still like, when I look at my channel, my biggest video to date, and it's been 6 years, is a 2-minute video on how to do a trap bar deadlift. And I've said it, Joe Arco, who's been on this show, he did the video. Joe called me one day about 4 years ago from Atlanta saying he just got recognized at the airport from his trap bar deadlift video. Somebody recognized him. So, I mean, like that video, which was such a throwaway video that day we shot a bunch of stuff. None of the other stuff did anything of significance, really. This it's approaching like 1 million views. I've done some tutorials on kettlebell deadlifts, single leg deadlifts, things like that did extremely well. And they were literally, it was with Jacqueline, and they were throwaways. It was like the end of the day. She had to go soon. We didn't have time to do workout. Let's do a couple of tutorials. We did them. One of them exploded and got all kinds of. So the most simplistic things that seem stupid and boring to us, we take for granted what we know. That's a huge problem too. We take for granted the things that we know. There's advice that I give on here that seems so second nature to me that people don't already know this, but it's like, I've been doing this for 20 years. Other people have not. So it's not actually second nature to everybody. And it's very important for me to share this stuff because there's a huge audience of people that don't understand it. So I wouldn't ignore that, Annalene. Like, I would pay very close attention to that. And you've got such a good demeanor and presentation and stuff. Take a day and fire off a bunch of those. Make it a playlist. Make it priority playlist on your channel. Who knows? Warm-ups by Annalene, cool downs by Annalene. But it's worth exploring, I guess, Annalene, for sure. Hey, Akshaya. I'm glad you love the lives. I find some days that I don't love the lives. I get on here and I'll get like a mental blank because I've always got, especially on Fridays, so many different directions that I'm going. But I want to do these, like, and that's the thing, guys. If you guys do like these, and please don't patronize me if you don't like them. Don't, like, but I'll do these as long as you guys want to hear them. And I would love to be given ideas for subject matter and stuff as well. I did talk to Kirsten recently about coming on again, who was on just before the holidays, and she does such good work with Instagram and Facebook. So we're looking at some stuff there. I'm sure Joe's going to be on again. Like, I'm going to bring in some people that I hope can help you guys. But yeah, no, I appreciate you guys all being here. Just by being here, you're supporting the channel, and it helps me a lot. And there is going to be a lot more produced content coming up as well. I'm just literally retraining myself on what my new form of organization is. If you haven't watched last week's live stream or the clip from last week's live stream that I posted yesterday, watch it, because things are happening right now with this channel that I never deemed would ever happen, and it's changing my life right now. And it's a good thing. It's kind of an anxiety thing, but it's something that I wasn't ready for, and I'm still not ready for, and I'm trying to play catch up. So if I ever come on here and feel a little bit scattered, I apologize. I'm just literally getting used to a new normal right now, and it's getting to the point where it's almost scary in a good way, because I have worked for very large companies with nice, big, fancy offices where I had to wear a dress shirt every day, and I'm making twice as much money in my garage right now. And I never thought that was going to happen. So fit or quit. Fitness channels are not. Your fitness channel's not getting views on YouTube? Fit or quit? Quite a few are. I love listening when I'm working, partly good info and partly to make my morning go by faster. Glad to be here either way, Kim. It's funny, like I've said before, I'm just obsessed with YouTube. Like, I watch videos of a guy who does stealth camping. He literally will go camp in his car outside of a police station and cook ravioli in his backseat of his car. And I'm fascinated by it. And he'll do like a 22-minute video of him camping in the back of his car in front of the police station. And I will watch every second of that video and laugh my head off. And it's like the things that entertain us, it just blows me away. And it's so I'm glad if I'm entertaining you guys, that's good. Laura, I so appreciate these. Thank you, Laura. Appreciate you being here as always. Case Pilates, thank you. My problem at the moment is that my best workouts are the Pilates ring workouts, but the new ones don't get the same views because I'm competing against myself. Well, not everyone's going to explode, Krista. It's again, like it's so fickle in that way where, you know, I've told the story in here before of a kettlebell workout that I did about a year ago that I hated so much I was not going to post it. And that's only happened once or twice. But I posted it and it's got like 57,000 views or something crazy now. And so I'm like, okay, well, I guess any kettlebell. So then I worked really hard on creating a new kettlebell workout. I'm like, well, this one's good. And it's like, so if people like that one, they'll actually like this one. So I'm excited to put this one up. The new one did nothing. The one I hated did awesome. So you just never know. But the one that did nothing might do something 2 years from now. Every video you post is an investment in yourself and in your business. And just because you don't get that first 24-hour boom, that's fine. You know, I've told the story before about I did a band workout last year. And the only reason I did a band workout is because it was a sponsored video. So I had to. I hated it. I hated it, but I had to do it because I had an agreement with the company. And I posted it and it did nothing. It just fell flat. It didn't connect with my channel. And then all of a sudden overnight, it got like 1,000 views because somebody shared it. And another company contacted me and asked me if I would produce 30 workout videos with their bands. And it became a huge income opportunity. And it took like a year for that to happen. So like, you just don't know when something is going to connect with people, or it just takes that one person. You don't know who's browsing your channel at any given time. And they may see something they like, they may share it, and they may have a massive audience. So, don't get too caught up in the immediate gratification of each workout, because they may come in, they may boom for you at a later date. The other thing you can do, if you're not, Krista, is take some of the new rings. You may be doing this, but the new workouts, and make sure that you're putting them on the end screens of the popular ones. Make that change over and add that so that people can see that. Or make sure that those videos are at least set for what's best for viewer. Typically, when it comes to end screens, I always set it for what's best for the viewer, because the YouTube algorithm knows that person's viewing habits better than I do. So they are going to present that person with one of your workouts that is best suited to their viewing habits. So to me, that's a better gamble than me pushing something that I want to get pushed. But you can always insert a video that you want to get a bit of a rub from a popular video. Yeah, Annalene, I'm not even kidding. I would seriously consider doing that for a bit. Like, if you have nothing to lose, like, to me, double down on your warm-ups and cool downs for a bit, and really make it a thing. I would even consider changing the name of your channel and incorporating warm-ups and cool downs in there. I know that's probably not something you want to do, but I'll say that. And the live streams. Start on those live streams to bump up your hours to get up to that 1,000. We'll get you monetized a lot quicker. How to get English speaking auditory if you are from Europe. Do you mean like English, like a voiceover sort of thing, or subtitles? Like, are your videos in a different language? Just let me know. And I apologize, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Otherwise, I'd be calling you by your name. I don't want to say it wrong. I get called Reagan all the time, and I hate it. So I don't want to say your name wrong. But yeah, let me know. Are you talking about like English voice dub or English subtitles? Kim, I get the same thing. Okay, with my kettlebell. Most do really well, and some barely get views. Weird. Yeah. And as I said, Kim, I think the kettlebell has proven to be something that has got you more attention outside of your little universe that you got already. But yeah, they're not all going to hit home, but just, use the popular ones to promote the new ones. Make sure that playlist is top of page on your main page. And I mean, you and I talk every few weeks anyway, so we'll make sure it works. How to get English speaking viewers. So I'm going to give you an answer. I'm not sure if it's Andrew. Okay. Thanks, Andrew. I'm not sure if this is the answer you want, Andrew. I'm going to guess here, but just let me know if it's not, if I'm off here. So I'm feeling like you're in Europe, but you want more North American viewers on your videos. Let me know if that's what you're saying. Because I have an answer for that, if that is what you're talking about. There are things you can do. Yep. Okay. So somebody asked me this like yesterday. So this is good. It's fresh in my brain. If you're in Europe, YouTube does recognize your IP address when you upload videos. So by default, they are going to show your videos to more people in Europe than they are in North America, because that's just what the expectation is of where you want it to be. So that can be going against you in a sense. But with that said, some little things that you can do to kind of balance it a little bit is you can set your language for English. And like even I think there's English Canada, English United States, like set all the languages for English. It's not a huge help, but it does help a little bit, because The algorithm does see that, and it does take that into consideration when it's presenting it and to new people. Set your location for the United States. Again, I think it has a very small effect, but it does have an effect. So those are a few little things you can do. But yeah, the algorithm itself is going to it is going to recognize your IP, and again, by default, it's going to do that. But I mean, if you can do things to elevate your audience, like if you look at the geography breakdown of views, if the United States is the highest percentage of your views, the algorithm also takes that into consideration, and it will see that you are more popular in the US than you are in Europe. So it will show you to more people in the US as well. So it's a hard thing to navigate or control, but there are little things you can do that can kind of tweak it one way or the other. But ultimately, it does recognize where you're at, and it's going to show it to more people by default in your area. But if US people are watching your videos and in the geography section it shows 35-40% of your viewers are in the US, that's good for you, and it will continue to show it, because YouTube's job, what YouTube wants from you, is they want you to present videos that keep people on YouTube for as long as possible. That's all they want from you. So if people in the United States are on YouTube for 20-25 minutes because of you, they're going to show your content to more people in the United States, because they're like, okay, well, people in the US are staying on when they watch this guy. Let's show it to more people in the US. So again, that all works to your advantage. I don't know if you're getting a US audience right now, but those are some things you can do. You can change English language, all set for English when you upload. Location, throw in a US location. And yeah, and if you are getting US, Canada, whatever viewers, they will take that into consideration. But yes, they are taking your IP into consideration as well. Hopefully that helps. Advice on video titles and thumbnails. For instance, for an upper body workout, should it be always catchy like lean arms? I feel people are always gravitated towards gimmicky titles and thumbnails. So yeah, they are. No problem, Andrew. So if let's read this again. In the title, where you have to type in your title, you need to be as basic and to the point as possible. For example, if you may be calling your workout lean arms, for example, but the big search term in that area is how to get rid of loose skin under my arms. So lean arms does not match up to that, even though that is your audience. You know what I mean? So in your thumbnail, I always say keep it fairly minimal. Don't get crazy. And again, this is a Canva thing where people start putting all kinds of star wipes and stuff. But I like a full photograph, a nice high resolution photograph. If you're not able to take it of yourself, you can. If you're shooting 4K video, you can pull a screenshot from your video and make it, or get somebody to take your picture, or find a photographer in your area who might do time for print or something like that, or just a cheap, affordable rate, and get a whole bunch of pictures in several different outfits, doing stuff, whatever, just like white background, whatever. But nice high resolution picture, make eye contact with the camera. Some people they pull way back trying to showcase more of their body. But what happens is you have a lot of dead space on your thumbnail. You have to think of the size of that thumbnail on somebody's phone if they're scrolling through. So you want them to see you, and you want to be making eye contact with them. Biggest thing that people don't think about is that fitness is not an analytical buy-in. It's an emotional buy-in. They want to find somebody they connect with, and and they're doing this not because they want the best workouts, because they've got a problem. It's always emotionally driven. Not always, but very, very high percentage of the time. So good photo of you, pleasant looking. You can do shots that are kind of action shots. I do a mix of both. Both work in different ways. Your text on your thumbnail can be whatever you want. It can be, lean, sexy arms or something like that if you want to put that text on there. But your title on YouTube should be much more in tune with what people are searching for. And it's like, and unfortunately it is people that are, loose skin under arms, get rid of flabby arm fat. And it's like, that's not an area I know that people want to speak into, but you need to pull them into your channel to explain to them how it works and how you can't spot train belly fat and things like that. So hopefully that helps a little bit. Case Pilates, got to go. Thank you. Have a great weekend. See y'all soon. Have a good weekend, Krista. We'll talk to you very soon. Take care. So yeah, Akshaya, again, I'm not sure if I'm saying your name right. Just let me know. But let me know if that's kind of helps you a little bit. But that's my opinion on that. YouTube title, very to the point, very specific, and mirroring search results and what people are searching for. Title on the thumbnail can be as catchy and gimmicky as you want, or it can be nothing at all. It can just be a nice picture of you. But again, I do think when it comes to trying to get people's attention on YouTube and you're fairly new, it doesn't hurt to have a couple of words on your thumbnail as well, just to give them a good idea of what it is, of why click on you versus the ones above and below you. So hopefully that helps. Guys, if you haven't already and you have an opportunity, I would love it if you would give this video a thumbs up. It does help it get out there to more people. A lot of time goes into this channel, and the more people that come in, the better for me and the more of these I can do. So if you have an opportunity to do that, I would love for you to do that. If you know of people that might be interested in this kind of stuff, feel free to share videos, tell people about the channel. No one has to do it, but I greatly appreciate it when you do. So kind of going back to the original thing, guys, with this lack of growth, we've talked about it so many times, but it really does come down to niching down and getting very specific. Like if you've got, 200 subscribers, don't look at how to get to 100,000 subscribers. Look at how to get to 1,000 and get very focused with things, because there are such interesting things that people search for, and they're so specific. And I think it really needs to be that kind of a channel that talks, like, just pretend you're talking to one person, because that there's more than one person interested in specifics. Again, like it's seen, like what Kim mentioned earlier, hit your goals, that she did a workout on, was it knee friendly or like a workout with, basically to avoid like knee pain and joint pain. That seems so like just niche down, but she got a big boost in views from it, and it came up in more search results. That's very good stuff. That's what we want, because we need to get out of our own little universe of people. And again, oftentimes what happens is we don't realize we're not doing a good job because we're surrounded by friends and family who are telling us we're awesome and we're doing a great job. And it's like, you'll never not do a great job for friends and family. They're always going to support you. We need to find out from real people. Like if you guys ever want to post a video and find out if it's good or not, post it on the Fitness Marketing Hub channel on Facebook. If you guys haven't joined it, join it. Just search for Fitness Marketing Hub. You have to apply. All you have to do is basically just put the link to your channel, or just let us know that you don't currently have a channel, but you're starting one or something like that. I'm going to let you in. And, you can post ideas, you can post questions and get feedback from people who are at the exact same level as you, or slightly ahead of you, or maybe a little more ahead of you. There's people in that group that range from people with 10 subscribers to people with like 50, 60,000 subscribers. So, I mean, there's lots of people who you can bounce ideas off of, and they're all in your area. I mean, we can't look at the big channels on YouTube and try and relate to them and try and emulate them, because they're in a completely different stage than us. They're at the point where their channels are brands within themselves, and it's just not the same way. And emulating them does not help you get from 200 subscribers to 300 subscribers. So that's my advice on that. I always do better with videos that say catchy words and titles, but kind of not my thing because spot reduction is not possible and just one video cannot do the magic. You're 100% right. The unfortunate part when it comes to like the YouTube audience, they don't know that. They don't realize that. So that's where the dilemma comes. It's like you need to get them into your world to explain to them the difference. So sometimes you may have to do a gimmicky title like, can you spot reduce body fat ? And then they click on it because that's what they want to do. And you tell them, no, you can't. But what you can do is this. So, I mean, things like that do work, because whether you like it or not, and I don't like using that gimmicky stuff. I don't like using the term belly fat or, what's the other one? There's something to do with hips, hip dents or something. Like there's so many weird things that people search for, but that's your audience. And in a lot of cases, those are people that have that household income, that if they connect with you and they like what you're saying and you're genuinely helping them, they will suddenly, they're the people that will pay $10 a month to join your members only section with live workouts. And they're the people that might pay $250 a month to actually have a one-on-one program created by you with, bi-weekly check-ins and stuff like that. And that's how you have to look at this. It's not so much of just bring in anybody to follow my channel. It's bring in specific people who could potentially be a personal training client online, because that's how most of you are going to make your money if you're looking to make money off of this. It's not going to be, I'm a big influencer with 1 million subscribers and endorsement deals and stuff. That's a lottery. That's a really hard one to get to. But creating a business, not hard at all. It takes some work, but it can be done. And the second that you get focused on your channel and what your channel is going to be about, the faster this is going to happen. And as I said, last month, between two of my channels, I can't remember the exact number, but it was over $16,000 in income. And probably 75% came from this channel. This channel has less than 2,000 subscribers. So do the math on that. It's possible. It's possible sooner than later, but it requires you to get past yourself and get this set up properly. I'm really looking forward to when I finish up this online course, because it's going to be like a 10 or 12 hour course that's really going to lay out a lot of this stuff. And for anybody who's not looking for, the gimmicky make 6 figures a month kind of thing, but you're looking for a really good income as an online trainer, I really think this is going to be a good course. And anyone who's already a member of Fitness Marketing Hub, they're going to get it for free. And I've already done some of the filming for it, and I'm excited for it to come out, because I can't get as detailed in videos for the channel as I can doing a course, and really lay out, this is how you set it up. This is how you niche onto an audience. This is how the audience comes in. This is how you convert your audience to level 2. This is how you convert your audience to level 3. And suddenly you've got 1,000 subscribers and you're making $4,000 a month. 2,000 subscribers, you're making $8,000 a month, and so on. So it's going to be really, it's going to be pretty good. The thing I like about it is that it's different. I don't come at this from, how to get more views and become an online influencer. It's like, no, this is building an actual business, and doing it properly. And it's not going to make, I don't say it's not going to make you a millionaire. Who knows? But it will make you probably more well off than you're doing right now, and that your local gym is paying you and that sort of thing. Again, I can't speak for other people as to what they consider good money or not. What I made last month from YouTube is mind-boggling, and I've had good paying jobs, and I still have a company that has nothing to do with YouTube that does well for me as well. So to be able to make that kind of money on YouTube, helping people and doing something that I love is really cool. We're good by AC. I answered your question on the channel last night. Hopefully you got it. Best time to upload when it comes to workout sessions? I don't think so. I mean, you do have that graph in your YouTube studio that tells you when your particular audience is most online. But I think I really don't think it matters. I think you can play around with it, but I have posted workouts at midnight on a Sunday night that have done better overnight than workouts that I posted first thing in the morning on like a Monday morning or something like that. Like I don't think it's going to make a huge difference. It might make a slight difference, but I would just literally play with a few different ways of doing it and just see. But I think in the marathon of all this, I don't think it's going to make a huge difference. Yeah, KJ, I'm excited for it too. I'm really hoping that people like it. And again, I do feel that my perspective on this is kind of unique. The only stuff that I see on this is by, people that have never struggled, like I have struggled, like you guys have struggled. They're people that literally have made their living doing courses about things that they haven't actually done. And that's the part. And, this channel that's doing nice for me is a byproduct of a fitness channel on YouTube that has done good things for me. So it's like, it's been a progression. And the fitness channel on YouTube comes from 7 years ago, I owned a gym. I worked the front desk of my own gym. I ran boot camps in person. I dealt with people in person. So again, we all have a backstory that brings us to right now. And it's that combination of life experiences and things we've done that is ultimately your niche. It's not just the subject matter you pick, but it's your perspective on that subject matter. I have had 4 trillion jobs in my lifetime. I failed at a lot of things, but ultimately those failures brought me to successes. Those successes brought me to where I am now. And I will still continue to fail. I will do videos that won't do good. I will do things that would, but you learn from that and you turn it into something that's productive. And I'm not a believer in, like I said, I've bitten my tongue many times on speaking out to some of these gimmicky online courses that are full of crap. And I just, I don't like to come down on other people's ways of making a living. But when I see somebody who's a legitimate snake oil salesman and they're selling content that's not real. They're selling the dream without any substance. I'd like to think that I sell substance. The stuff that I will tell you in a consultation, sometimes it's not what you want to hear. The stuff that I will make you do in an online course may not be what you want to do, but it's basically, from my perspective and experiences, what that might do for you to build a brand. And once you're a brand, you have a lot more freedom to experiment and do other things and make more out of it. But without getting that ultimate traffic and that income coming in, you're scrambling. Once it starts moving, you're able to try new things, fail at some things. I mean, big brands try new things all the time. Like, how many different flavors of Coke have failed, but they're still Coke and they're still huge. So, once you're going and the subscribers are coming in and the views are coming in and people are buying into a member section and maybe they're buying into personal training online, and you've got that thing going, now you can try some new things. Well, maybe I'll try this and this. Okay, that didn't work. I'm not going to do that again. Now let's try this. But while you're doing that, you've still got your bread and butter. But right now, a lot of you don't have your bread and butter, and that's what we're working on. So it's one step at a time. Must say I'm growing well without much gimmicky stuff. So I haven't checked out your channel in a while, actually, so I'll have to check it out. Of course, sounds amazing. Looking forward to it. Yeah, it should be good, Annalene. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Everline Otieno Fitness. Hello, I'm late. No problem. You can always watch back the other part later. Glad you're here, though. Watching from Kenya. Wow. Is this your first time watching? Welcome. Make sure, any of you guys that haven't, like I said, make sure you join the Facebook group. Another thing, too, for any of you guys looking for any kind of graphics help and services and that, follow Buy Me a Coffee. It's buymeacoffee.com/trainerhub, which I will type in the comments right now. Different things go up in there. There's thumbnail templates. There's interval timers. There's email templates and how to approach sponsorships for free download. There's packages for memberships. There's packages for all kinds of different stuff. But check it out if you get a chance. Some people like it. Some people don't need it. Can you guys hear me now? That's twice today. My bad. Got to go. I'll watch the rest later. Thanks so much. Have a great weekend, Annaline, and definitely we'll talk to you later. I'll be looking forward to those new warm-ups and cool-downs. Workout by AC. Thanks a lot for the answer. Do you think workout channels with music do better? I don't have music on my channel, and I do pretty good. So I think channels with music are more accepted. It's because it's just more of the standard. Like I've spoken about my fitness channel, Trainer Hub, different times, and I don't do music. When I first did this, I wanted to create a channel that had kind of replicated like an actual gym, and my whole purpose was like we have the audio and visual cues and all that on screen, but the point is play your own music. People are motivated by different things. Some people, like, to me, a generic music site is, some of it's good, but it's still very generic. And it's also something that takes a lot of time in editing to find the music and implement it and stuff. So my whole thing is play what motivates you. If you're motivated by opera music, go for it. If you're motivated by country western, go for it. You still have all the audio cues and visuals cues on screen, and you're able to listen to what you want to listen to. So that's what I try and push at people. There are people that hate it because they don't understand that's what I'm trying to do. There are some people that think of it as an ASMR thing and they like it. I've had people email me and tell me that they love that it's quiet because they're able to work out in the morning without waking their spouse. So there's different reasons people like it. There's a lot of comments on my channel of people that do not like it at all, and they let me know, but that's okay because it's very cut and dry. They either love it or they hate it, which I think is better than people just kind of being in the middle. So I think do one or the other. I don't think it's good to do both, but I think you could go either way. It just depends. If you're a good presenter and you feel comfortable on camera, use that to your advantage. If you're not all that good on camera or you feel uncomfortable speaking on camera, try not doing it. Try just not talking, try not doing the music, and just make it kind of quiet and just have everything on screen for them to follow. You're going to get some haters for it, but you'll get some people that will like it as well. Some channel, buy me a coffee. Oh, you watch the other channel too. Awesome. Oh, KJ's got a new subscriber. Great. I'll leave that on there in case anyone wants it. But yeah, guys, I'm almost out of talking points here, but you guys let me know if you have questions. Fire them away. Got a few minutes here. We can talk. How's everybody's channels growing this year? I expected a very, very busy January. Financially, it was good. As far as growth goes, I don't think it was any different than any other January. I actually thought there'd be a bit of a boom because here in Canada, we had another state of emergency lockdown, but everything's coming off now. So I think that's done. I'm going to end up unplugging this again. You're having a good week, Kim? That's good. That's probably because you're back on the saddle again. You had a little time off, so you're getting that. Everyone missed you. You're getting that boom. Quick tips on how to increase watch time. That's one of my biggest issues, getting close to 1,000 subs, but not close to 4,000 hours. KJ, I talked to this with Annaline earlier. Live stream. Live streaming will get, if you did one live stream a week, like I'm trying to see, I won't know till this is over, but last week's live stream that I did was, I think it was about 90 minutes. And just from the live stream alone, I got 40 hours of watch time. So you're probably not going to do a 90-minute workout, but let's say you do 2 30-minute workouts. And let's say each one of those gets you 25 hours of watch time, which isn't that difficult to do. It will bump you up quick. It will get you monetized very quickly. Like I got monetized in under a year, and it all came from live streams. December of, I think, what year is it now? December of 2020, this channel had 134 subscribers when I did my first live stream. I hit 1,000 subscribers and got monetized I hit 1,000 subscribers by May of 2021, and I was monetized by September. So it happens pretty quick, and it gives you a big boost. Live streams will get you a boost up front. If you can get 5 or 6 or 7 people who will come in and watch it for the duration of it, you can even, because your workout production quality is really good. You guys could do live streams and then 2 days later unlist them, so they're not floating around getting no views on your playlists and not looking as good as your normal workouts, but you can still do it once a week. And it's also a chance for you to connect with your community on kind of a deeper level, which is that next level of things. Like I like it when live streams become a part of a members section, but you could use it right now as a way to bump those hours, those watch time hours, get monetized, then start your members section, which you'll get offered to you at the same time as you get monetized, and put your live streams on there and then charge $5, $10 a month. That would be my first and foremost thing I'm going to tell you to do. One live stream a week, even. So scared of live streams. I don't talk in my videos. Feel like I should talk during a live stream. Need to buy a mic in that case. Yeah. See that, especially in your case, that to me would be a great thing, for somebody to join your members section and they get to hear you talk and do live streams. But we're not there yet, and we're not going to get there with it, that watch time. So it may, I guess you could do a live stream without that, but the hard part is you don't have the graphics or time cues and stuff. So you may have to talk. It's hard because if it's not one of the things you're most comfortable with, but maybe do a private live stream and have some of the guys and girls from Fitness Marketing Hub who follow like the Facebook group to watch it and give you some advice on it and stuff. Like I know Kirsten Quick, she does live streams all the time now. She might be able to give you some advice on it. Val does live streams. There's a few different people that you could reach out to that would give you some advice on it. It's a great way to amp up those hours, but we'll be talking soon anyway, and we'll discuss it in more detail and figure out if it's the best thing to do for you or not. Because ultimately we want to get you monetized as quickly as possible. Did a 30-day, 10-minute challenge, but only grew with 10 subscribers. Find it hard to be suggested, but the subscribers I get stay. Lucky me. Yeah, see, to me, the 30-day challenges are much more community content than it is discovery content.
That's the problem with that. Because if you're doing like, workout by AC, January challenge, day 8, nobody's searching for that in search terms. Therefore, it's not going to show up as much in search results. So you're kind of catering to your current community as opposed to creating discovery content, which of course is that, 10-minute 6-pack ab workout, lose belly fat by doing this, that kind of stuff. Challenges are fantastic ways to build community rapport, but they don't do a lot for channel growth and new people coming in. So, and they're a lot of work. So if growth right now is more important than community building, challenges are probably not the way to go for the amount of work that they take. But at least you got 10 subscribers out of it. And again, the content's there and it will be there for a while for you. So, but I think if it is a 30-day challenge and you're still in that building phase as far as subscribers go, think about changing the titles. Now, if the challenge is done now, change the titles to more searchable terms. If the workouts can stand on their own and you're not referring to a challenge when you're talking and stuff, change the names to more searchable terms so that you can get some extended life out of those videos and maybe turn one of them into a discovery video. Thought I'd share this with people here. I feel videos with voiceovers or lives do better than videos that are not guided with instructions. It's time consuming, but worth it in my opinion. Yeah. And I think it depends on the audience as well. Like when you're speaking to your audience, you're definitely making a deeper emotional connection. This is something that I've thought about a lot lately, that, I don't have, or I hadn't had any plans on creating a more expansive membership section to my fitness channel and doing training and stuff like that. But if I were, I would probably have to start speaking more because, I know the benefits of the channel the way I set it up, and I know I have people that love it and I have people that hate it. But there's not a lot of getting to know me other than maybe through the comments and stuff like that. Like there's people that watch Fitness Marketing Hub that I talk to off camera, that that they follow me on Instagram. And I don't have that kind of rapport with my Trainer Hub people. That channel is much more of a utility. And if I ever wanted to expand that into more of a diverse money-making personal training business, I may be out of luck because I haven't presented myself in a way that's that enables people to get to know me. So it is kind of a give or take, but I definitely think speaking to people in some sense is definitely good for community building. And ultimately for a lot of you guys, I think that's very important because you guys, to me, are trying to build online businesses. So if one of these steps coming up is going to be personal training online, like private one-on-one training and check-ins and programming and things like that, that requires an emotional connection with your audience. I don't have an emotional connection with my Trainer Hub audience. I do have an emotional connection with this audience. So you're absolutely right. Oh yeah, trying to figure something out. Was actually thinking about buying a mic anyway. We'll see. Yeah, you can get some good affordable mics that you could use. You could experiment with it. I mean, think KJ, if you do one video with a bad, you're talking and you hate it and you post it and it gets a lot more views, that would make it well worth your while. So it would be worth the experiment to try it at least once. My puppy's coming in. Hi, boys. Okay, be good. My dog's just entered the room here, so be good. Don't unplug anything. You go lay down. Get out of that. Sorry. But yeah, I mean, again, that's a really big change to your channel, KJ, that could pay off a lot, or it might do nothing for you. Boys, get out of there. KJ Fitness, just checked out your channel. Thumbnails are great. Would you mind sharing the app you're using to make thumbnails, please? I don't know if it's clever AC or if it's experienced, but yeah, like I said, guys, when you really treat this like, step by step and build from the ground up and start laying it turns into a business fast, really fast. And again, a lot of the time it's like the talent is there, the ability to produce good content is there. It's the structure in which you're presenting yourself and not having that ultimate goal in mind. More views, more subscribers is not a goal. Online personal training, 10,000 a month or 5,000 a month or whatever your goal is, that's a goal. And then you basically reverse engineer from that point where you want to be back to where you are. And how do we get there? How long is this going to take? You lay it out, you set those goals and those little interval points of sub goals, and you can get there. It just takes a little work. It takes, being honest with yourself and really looking at things, in the big scheme of things. And it may not always necessarily be what you want to do. That's the kicker with this. Actually, Agnes, great tip. KJ Fitness, everything same using Canva. I know Regan hates Canva. I don't hate Canva. Your thumbnails are good, KJ, and I think a big reason why your thumbnails are good is your photos are always nice. They're very colorful, very crystal clear, and what you add to them is pretty much to the point. You don't get too crazy with gimmicks in your thumbnails. So you're a good example of somebody using Canva properly. That's the thing to me is I just find there's people that will use Canva and they'll take a terrible photo and they'll just kind of dump it into a box on Canva and they'll add 50 colors and 4 different kinds of fonts and stars and streamers and it just ends up being a big piece of vomit, and it just doesn't look good. And sometimes it's a matter of having that kind of aesthetic eye and realizing what works and what doesn't. I'm not big on multiple colors. I think anytime you're doing a thumbnail, 3 colors maximum. 2 colors is more ideal. 1 color is a pastel or like a gray or a white or a black or something, and the other color can be a vibrant color. You don't get like green, purple, yellow, and blue in the same thumbnail. Oh, new subscriber for KJ. All right. So what do you think, guys? Any more questions? You guys let me know. I'm here for you. I got nothing more to say unless I get asked a question. But while I'm waiting for possible questions, like I said, guys, if there's things you need with your channel, look at your channel. If you have questions, I do offer consultations. All that stuff is on Buy Me a Coffee, which I did post here earlier. I'll try and post it again if I can find it. I probably can't. Yeah, I'm not going to find it. But it's buymeacoffee.com/trainerhub. It's also on the main page of the YouTube channel. And I'll type it in again. So there it is. There's things on there from private consultations where we can look in depth at your channel, at all the analytics, figure out where the pain points are, figure out how to get around it, and kind of put together a way to make your channel start to thrive. There's membership programs that are available through YouTube and through Buy Me a Coffee. And that's basically doing private consultations every month and basically working on an ongoing basis to build up your channel. There are graphic things there. There's just a lot of little tidbits of information. It's all related to growing your channel. If it's anything you need, feel free to check it out. If you ever have questions, my email is on the YouTube page as well. I'm always fairly open to answering questions whenever I can. And just feel free to reach out. Like anybody that I work with, I take a great deal of pride in trying to help them grow their channel because their channel becomes a billboard for my services and my business and stuff. So I'm always here to help you guys. And again, Facebook.com/fitness marketing hub. Great place to ask questions, not only to me, but also to a lot of other trainers. It's a private group, so nobody's exploring that. There's no spamming, but people are able to post workouts and get constructive feedback. They're able to interact with each other, ask questions, and again, sometimes my perspective on things may not be as good as somebody who's got the same amount of subscribers as you, who may have just overcome an obstacle that you're facing. So jump in there as well. It's a nice community and it's a great place to bounce ideas off of and things like that. And everybody's very supportive of one another. Thanks, Akshay. I appreciate that. Yeah, it is fun to get views, AC. It's hard because I know a lot of you guys, you do this for the love of fitness. And I fully respect that. I mean, I always come, I do think of it like, you know, I could be I make a good living outside of all of this. I could be making an even better living if I didn't put the time I put into this. But I really enjoy this. When I get a $5 coffee bought for me, or somebody buys a $5 interval timer off me, I get more excited about that than I do signing a big corporate client for my other business. I don't really know why, but it's just because this is something that I kind of created from scratch. I really enjoy it. And the nice thing about this business as it grows is that I can do this from anywhere on the planet. You know, being able to move to a home studio and have my dogs in here with me and spend more time with my daughters and stuff. Like, there's so many benefits to doing this. And for you guys, it's like, you should enjoy this. I mean, if this is something that's costing you a lot of money and taking a lot of time and you're not doing it your way or in some way that you enjoy, then you might as well just go work at a gym, you know, and teach classes there, because what's the point of adding more negative experiences to, you know, if it's just a frustration. But if you can find a way that is conducive to growth on YouTube, that's also something that you'll enjoy doing, and it's within the realm of things you like, it's really exciting when it starts to grow. Like, really exciting. You know, like I helped one of the members last week. She finally launched her members section. So, I mean, in the last few months, she got monetized. She started a members section. She got her first member sign up. And I mean, we're not talking major amounts of money here, but it's really exciting. It's exciting when somebody will invest, you know, their hard-earned money to speak with you or to work with you in private and things like that. So keep going. You know, when things start to get frustrating at all, if you need to take a break, take a break. You know, again, when it comes to that Facebook group that we've got, I think it's great because you're in a group with people who go through the exact same thing, and being able to kind of talk to each other and stuff and talk to me and whatever, it just kind of helps you keep focused on stuff. And you know, the quicker you guys get this together and really find your footing, the quicker you'll grow, quicker you'll get monetized, the quicker it starts becoming a much bigger deal to you. And I fully believe that I can take anybody right now, and if they listen to me, I can turn their channels into a business in 12 months. It sounds like an arrogant thing to say, but I'm pretty confident in it, unless you're a really bad trainer. So, but yeah, check those things out. What am I missing here? KJ, appreciate the live streams and everything else you do, Regan. Oh, awesome, KJ. Looking forward to getting you on board. I've said for quite a while to you that all the tools are there, and we're going to get to the bottom of why it's not growing even faster, and we're going to get it growing faster, or we're going to die trying. So we're going to get it there. So I'm looking forward to it. And Laura, thanks for coming out, Laura. Laura, another member of Fitness Marketing Hub that I'm working with, and Laura's channel is just getting off the ground, and I can't wait to watch that one grow too. So if you guys haven't checked out Laura Wells Fitness on YouTube, make sure you do, because Laura is going to do some big things over there. You're very welcome, Workout by AC. Very, very welcome. Victoria's Sequence, you're 2 hours late. Good morning, though. I'm glad you made it. We're just getting ready to wrap up. It's the first time I've seen you. You got to get up earlier or get to work earlier. I emailed you last night, Victoria, too, that answered your question there. Hopefully you got that. And if you have any other questions, just reach out to me. But I think, guys, if you guys are all good, if you don't have any other questions, we'll call it a day. Love to see Kristen back for a new live. Thanks a lot for tonight. See you soon. Yeah, we'll get Kristen back. I'll full on. I'm going to screenshot this right now and send it to Kristen so she knows. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Kristen might be in Mexico right now doing one of those social media retreats. She's got 4 of them this year. First one was in Mexico. She's doing one in Virginia. She's doing one in Toronto. And there was one other one. I can't remember where it was at. But they do some really good stuff, Kristen and Bunny. And highly recommend following them. It's called Reframe Your Brand on Instagram. They both are very, very, very smart at utilizing social media. And they come at it from a completely different perspective than me. So be sure to check them out. Fed After 50 got here a little late. Everybody's showing up now. But yeah, it's good morning, Fed After 50. I'm glad you made it out anyway. And definitely if you get a chance to watch the back stream for sure. Curious, how do you guys like the Friday streams compared to Wednesdays? Let me know. I mean, even if you're getting this after the fact, let me know in the comments because I'm trying to find a good day to do it. I've toyed with doing Saturday mornings. Everything's going to be Eastern, Eastern time. But this is the second week in a row that I've done the 10 a.m. on Friday. I kind of like it, but you guys let me know if it works for you guys because obviously I want to present these at a time that suits most people. I know it's hard because we've got people from all over the world, but definitely let me know and I'll try and do them at a time that suits everybody. But yeah, I'll leave it at that, guys. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I'm sure I'll be talking to many of you. And if I don't see you beforehand, I'll be seeing you next Friday at 10 a.m. And I'll try not to have as many internet problems. So have a great day, guys. I will see you all again soon. Take care.